Okay. All right, folks. So we have a little bit of bad news, somewhat, but it's like I said, this news is not gonna hold the channel. At least I told you. I probably got enough content to keep up for about a year or so, at least right now, as we speak. But anyway, so the bad news is going to be that the Malibu is going to need more work than we really expected. K-Seal, it does good for what it does. It definitely stopped some coolant leaks. It did its job, but it's just a certain point of time where the leak is just too big and it's just not going to do it. That's the case for this Malibu here. The head gasket is just too far blown. It's probably a great big old hole. Cause like I said, I couldn't even hold a vacuum to my little vacuum gauge thing there. So that being said, we're just gonna sit that to the side burner right now, and we're gonna jump back into Project 66. Like I said, we're not gonna waste time. To really be honest with you, this truck should have been gone probably 7 or 8 months ago already. It should have been, but anyway. I'll introduce y'all to it, Project 66. I'll show you what all we have done so far. I hate I didn't start recording it until just now because that was some very good content, but bear with me. I'll walk y'all through it. And let's introduce y'all to old Jolie. That's the name of the truck. Now, it is not my truck here. Y'all already know that I'm a Ford man, but I always wind up working on GM stuff. Well, this truck does pretty decent there. It's, like I said, when we got the truck, it would not run. It didn't do any of that there. So with that being said, it didn't run. It didn't stop. It just didn't do anything. It was just there. So with that being said, we kind of went in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all in a little closer to show y'all what we did so far. Nothing too major. We just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, re-gasketed it. Oh crap! Here we go again. The transmission leak there. That's gonna be a fun one there. I'm gonna actually try some stuff as well too. And if not need be, we're gonna go ahead and take the transmission out. And I know what it is. It's probably gonna be that front seal, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we just need to go get some rope and all that stuff there, so that way, just in case we fall off that bridge, maybe we could do some Indiana Jones. Hold on to something and catch ourselves. But anyway, I digressed. Or is that the word I'm looking for? Anyway, no, it didn't run. It didn't stop. It was just there. Didn't have a radiator in it. The radiator was provided for us. That was some of the bare minimum. So the story was this truck came from Holly Springs, Mississippi, and it was towed to me. So that's actually actually a honor there. At least I'm starting to get business outside my hometown. So that's definitely, next thing you know, we'll be getting something from Memphis. Just on the time will tell. Anyway, like I said, we pretty much cleaned this carburetor here. We're going to change it though, because like I said, it's loading up and it's just putting black smoke all over the place there, and that's just not good. It's just not good. So the little cheeky upgrade I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a 2-barrel carburetor on here. So see if we can get a little more power and a little better drivability wise. Like I said, new valve cover gasket, thermostat housing, thermostat gasket, new radiator hoses, new water pump. I gotta get another alternator for this thing here. You see my little rigged up fuel system right next to the battery. Living life on the edge. But this is the main attraction with this one here. So I told the customer, I said, I really would like to put disc brakes on this thing here, because like I said, the drum brakes, they're just not gonna, And they just ain't gonna cut the pie anymore. They're too dull. We need some discs to cut that pie. The drums, we ain't gonna do. So we put disc brake conversion kit from a company on, it's called piratejack.com. And they gave me the whole brake kit and all that stuff there. It was around $900 there, but it's money well spent because it comes with everything. The proportioning valve, it don't come with the lines, of course. You got to make your own lines. The master cylinder, the booster, the brackets to go to the brake pedal, 2 new calipers, 2 new rotors. It even come with the bearings that come with it. So when I say this is a whole complete kit, it's a complete kit. It definitely beats going into the junkyard and trying to piece this here and piece that there from the late 70s, early 80s model Chevrolets, because they had the power disc brakes on them. So that beats having to do that stuff there. And so it's just all in one there. You could do it if you want to, but I really want to save some time with this project here. And I just want to get everything all in one. And it also gives the brake hoses too as well. But yeah, so we got this right here. Like I said, it fired up and run. Let's see if it's feeling good today. I might give y'all a little run test just to see how it does. Like I said, it got to running yesterday. It was just rich as I don't know what though. I ain't even gotta get in there. So chuck on. Oh yeah. Nice. So quick surprising me. So allegedly, like I said, this truck hasn't ran in it's between 15 to 17 some years. That was the first when they first got here. That was the first time it ran. Of course, it had a whole bunch of acorns popping out of the tailpipe. But we'll address that the further on we get with the project. Like I said, I'm gonna build an exhaust on here because surprisingly enough, this inline 6 sounds pretty good. And like I said, when I was young, I used to just laugh at these little inline 6s, and I said, "Oh man, these wimpy motors and stuff there." But to be honest with you, they stout. You got plenty of torque, and this one actually sounds pretty good. So I think if I do some tweaking and modification with the exhaust there, I think we can have ourselves a nice little sound cruise machine. So anyway, the owner has changed up on the paint there, here and there. That's all right though. We're gonna make sure with the final color. We're gonna make sure that he's get the final color. Because at first it's going to be a maroon and white. And then it's going to go a baby blue and white. And then it's going to go that little teal, that green teal and white. But otherwise, we're going to just leave that open for him. Like I said, be honest with you, in my opinion, like I said, I'm more of a blue guy. I love blue. But that maroon and white, though, would be so beautiful on this truck here. The two-tone, either figure out a way with the two-tone white here. And I know this may not came from the factory, but see if I can try to run a strip that may go all the way around to there and connect to this other side over here. Chrome strip, see how it did. Because like I said, we're going to keep this truck looking classic. But we're going to add a few little modifications because if you've not noticed, with that gas tank up there right now, that's the only way I was able to run this truck here. So I'll show you that in just a second. So like I said, figure out how to make this run into that back there. Just come all the way across through here. Make that solid, beautiful white right here. Well, not a complete white, but kind of like a cream color. Like just something that just like the 60s, that just screams the late 50s, early 60s. It's that cream white. And then the maroon, I was going to put a black base, just like I said, the first coat of paint there, or first coat of paint to make sure that it's all the way black, and then just get a real deep dark maroon color. and I think this would have popped it out with those chrome rims. I want to say I'm gonna try to put 20s on here, maybe. I might go 18s because, like I said, I don't. We'll see what will help fill those arches up a lot better. I don't want to get ridiculous with this here because it's a classic. And it's an iconic truck there. Not like the body style after it, but it is and a piece of artwork. But anyway, excuse the door drop. We're going to fix that very soon. So right now, oh crap, dang it. So I was in a rush. Right now, we fixed the rockers. I was still in the middle of the floor repair. I was still in the middle of the crap. I'm trying to move around. I was still in the middle of the floor repair, so I'm not quite finished with that just yet. But had to move it. I had 2 other jobs that I probably should have just. I wanted to take them, wanted to help them out there, but just you like that, didn't you? Wanted to help them out and all that stuff there, but I probably should just stuck on with this here because if I would have stayed on with this one here, this truck would have been further along than it really is. I would have had this bed off, and that would have been for the next process. That way I would have. So put the new gas tank back there because we're gonna put a gas tank along with the wood floor because they got the old sheet metal or that little diamond plate thing at the back where all them old guys used to put in there. Them old guys used to put that in there so that way they ain't got to replace the wood because I guess wood was expensive back then and so on and so forth. But we're going to put wood in it and we're going to stain it to, we're going to see what color we're going to go with. If it goes lighter, if we're going a lighter color, I'm probably going to leave it like a lighter blonde, maybe some color. But if we decide to go like a real dark color, I'm probably going to try to stain it a little bit darker there, but not too stupid. But anywho, got my custom seat over there and oil. But anyway, yeah, so inside here, I think that I talked them into letting me go ahead and just spray it black in here. The reason I'm saying spray it black is because it's going to be easier, one, to get the carpet, 2, the seat covers, because the seat right over here. Eventually, I got to get the cover in it, take the cover off, and I'm going to cover that myself there. Like I said that was the next thing I want to try to tackle is upholstery. So what's better than now? I guess that's the old saying. But anyway, we're gonna paint all this here. We're gonna cut out the glass, push it out the way. But see, I'm not gonna paint the inside of this cab until I get the bottom of this rocker here. Yeah, I'm gonna slide y'all up here in a second. Slide y'all up in just a second here. See the bottom of this rocker here. See, I cut the old one off over there, but actually, you can see the hole right there. So anyway, I cut that off there, just not knowing what I could do and what I couldn't do. And so anyway, I'm not gonna paint the inside of the cab till I finally get those cab corners all welded in, all that stuff, and get everything seam sealed like I want it to be. Like I said, we're not going back in here with the gas tank anymore, but it's kind of giving me some ideas of maybe I can build them a sound system, like a speaker box and all that stuff there that might fit back here and kind of give them a nice old sound there. My client is an older gentleman. He's an older gentleman, so we're not going to be doing all that boom, 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 all that stuff there. No. We're going to give him something that's very nice, that will be, we'll give him a little extra, but not much, though. We ain't going to be doing boom, 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 boom. No. Anyway, and again, when I said he's an older gentleman, too, so that's going to lead me to my next thing there, the steering. So, I've been doing some researching and all that stuff there. And I've been wanting, like I said, main thing I want to do is when people open this truck here up, when they open it up, they look at it, I want them to say, oh man, this looks like it's all original here. And so I want that kind of, pizzazz, but at the same time, I'm putting a couple of updates. Like I said, at the end of the day, they're not going to know. They're going to know that that's not factory, not for this year model. If anything else, it would have been a power, like just that little master cylinder on the firewall. And it's kind of the little manual, the manual disc brakes, I want to say. Some of the old timers in the comments, y'all help me out on that there. I think it's going to be the manual disc brakes or something like that there. But like I said, I mine are fixing all this whole entire side here, so we're still doing pretty good with it there. I just got to block it now. I put some stupid heavy primer on there, and that way that give me plenty of room. And as long as it's set right here and I don't see it shrinking or nothing, that's some good primer. That's Speedo Coat High Build primer there. Actually, I'm gonna be telling y'all all the Speedo, because like I said, I love Speedo Coat. They do wonders for me there. It's fast and the product is good. Like I said, it was literally a that same car I was talking about. So the one I probably shouldn't have took then. It's a Buick Enclave. Really lost money on that one there, but it's all right though. I gained a client, so sometimes you're gonna lose some money, but you'll win in the big end. I sprayed that quarter panel. It was, I ain't gonna ever forget it, because like I said, that story was okay. I just mixed that clear coat, and my neighbor said that they brother locked the keys in the Cadillac. I said, goodness gracious. So they called over here and see if I can get the keys out for them. I said, dang, I just mixed the clear coat. I got to go ahead and spray it. Because like I said, how I like to mix my clear coat is I like to mix it, let it sit for 10 minutes. That 10 minutes was up when they came over here trying to talk. Said, you unlock the car? I said, dang, I got to spray this clear coat here. So I wanted to do 2 coats there. But when I tell you, I did one of these stupidest wet one coat. When I say it was stupid, and the way I sprayed it, it should have ran, but it didn't run. It stayed up there. But it was just the way how I mixed it. Like I said, that 10 minutes beforehand, I got that from the Speedo Coat guy, Marco. Dang it, I forgot his last name. It'll come back to me, but just type in on YouTube, speedocoat.com. That's Speedo, and then Coat with Kote. So anyway, they got good products. But anyway, sprayed that song stupid wet. It should have ran. Didn't run not one bit. Not one bit. When I say I was down there for at least an hour, I sprayed that, went down there trying to get that song on. It's out of a Cadillac. It was in a Cadillac there. Come to find out, he just dropped the keys in the couch. Go figure. Anyway, by the time I made it back, it was about an hour or so. I went out there and I touched the paper. Like I said, don't, whatever y'all do, please, please, don't touch the paint. Don't touch the paint. Just touch the paper, and that's going to let you know what the paint's doing. I touched that paper. It was dry. I said, my stars. As wet as I sprayed that song was dry to the touch within that hour. And then I gave it just another hour just for safe handling. I put that car back together within 2 hours of me spraying that last coat of clear coat, or just that coat of clear coat. And it looked beautiful. But real beautiful. It surprised me. I'm not going to lie to you. The way that sun got hit, I thought, well, I did lose a little bit of money, but I thought I was going to lose a whole lot more, though, than I did. But it was good. So all I'm going to say is, go Speedo Coat. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I need to get some more product, but that primer is going to be real good. So just block it real smooth. And the trick I use, I'll show y'all whenever I start blocking. Just do the old water trick. Water is going to act like it's clear coat. So when you do the when you wet sand it and all that stuff there, put water on it, look down it. That water is going to emulate like it's clear coat, and it's going to show you if you missed a spot or not. If it looks straight with that there, it's going to look straight with that clear coat. Just top tip. But anyway, with the steering, so I've been doing some research here and there, and so I said, dang, I got to run all the, like I said, manual box and, well, not manual box, but power steering box and power steering hoses, power steering pump. And like I said, I wanted to at least get as much power out of this motor as I could anyway, just in the configuration that it is in. So I said, I said that I was going to try electric steering. Okay. So I found out that it's a video on YouTube as well. He used a Toyota Prius electric steering. He bought a whole electric column out of a Prius, and he used that, and he somehow connected it to that steering shaft down there. And sure enough, as soon as he gave power to it there, he was able to just turn that song on. It was some big old 33s or 35s or some big old mud grips on like a Toyota Suzuki or something. It was an engine swap he did. And he was literally able to just zoop, zoop. What it is just that torque, I guess. So the torque sensor of that Prius, so whenever it feels like it's going this way here, it's going to go ahead and just assist you. And if it feels like it's going that way, then it's going to go ahead and assist you over that way. So I was thinking of seeing if I can try to figure out if I can integrate that into this truck here. That way, that will make it very easy for him to drive. It's a lot easier than to drive with this big steering wheel than with that little Mickey Mouse steering wheel he had in him. It was just terrible. It was some aftermarket, AutoZone aftermarket one there that they put on years ago. Not saying that that's bad, but we're trying to make a classic. So I bought this on eBay. I can't remember how much I paid for it. We gotta fix it up though, and then I still gotta get the little horn ring. See if we can try to get the horn ring so that way we can actually have a working horn. And like I said, get all this sanded down. I mean, I want it sanded down smooth, like a baby's bottom or a bald man's head, just slick cupping of the dome. Oh man, so we got our work ahead of us. We got it cut out for us for sure. But we did a lot of work beforehand. Like I said, we got it running. Got new brakes all the way around it. Like I said, because the disc brakes, you can see them. You can see them through here. And yes, these are Toyota rims. Those on here, I guess he bought a set of rims. He just bought something just to put on it so that way he can get it towed down here. So I guess come to find, I guess Toyota and Chevrolet got the same boat pattern. But yeah, new shocks all around. The front suspension been rebuilt. New bushings. All that stuff there, all that good jazz. It was a big old fat dent right here. Like I said, I wish that I would have started making more content with this, because when I tell you, I'm gonna put a before picture up, and y'all see what we're dealing with. I'll do that in the edits. But there's a big old fat dent right here, though. Not no more. So now we're gonna go ahead and yank this door off, slide it back there in the back, and we're gonna get to work here. I'll kind of bring y'all in some more afterwards, and we'll just show y'all the progress of what's going on with this truck here. Then eventually soon, if I get some more room in here, I will actually have it just a video stance and like a time lapse, so that way y'all can actually watch me work. So that way y'all just know I'm not just talking. Man. Okay. So till then, YouTube, I'll turn you back on. I gotta get rid of some of this surface rust, because like I said, I was playing with fire with that. The hood was sanded and all that stuff. And I set the truck outside with a tarp cover. Shout out to Walmart for that cover there, because it actually did pretty decent. It stayed out there for about at least 3 weeks at least. 3 weeks, I'll say a month. I'll say it stayed out there a month. But it's time for me to get locked and loaded, baby. I also forgot to tell you, yeah, Dad's truck there. My truck. Yeah, it's kind of the affair around here. We'll walk on around here. Yeah, so we got the Malibu back over here in this spot again. Hoping and praying that tree branch don't fall on it. Or maybe I should say it should. No. So we got it over here right now. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the 78 here. This is the other piece of content that's gonna be on here pretty soon. It's a 78 Ford F-150. I was gonna say 100. In the 78 when it's 76, I think, is when they changed it finally with the 77 model with the F100. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Bought off a deacon at my church there for $400 there. I said, oh, bet. Saved up my monies, bought it. It ran good for a little while. Well, I got it back up and running. It did excellent. But just kept popping freeze plugs. And I got mad. I said, you know what, forget it. I'm finna rebuild the motor. And that's where all the shenanigans went from there. So, to be honest with you, I probably should just stay with that same route. I changed up the mind because I had a buddy. He said he had a buddy of his that had a big block. I said, oh, bet. See, at the time, I didn't really know too much. I knew a great deal about Ford and all the little mismatched stuff and all that stuff there. But I didn't really know all the engines and stuff there. Oh man, I hope no washes is in here. Spider web in the eyes. Oof. I'll tell you what, they're very good at construction. Man, spider web. Sorry. Like I said, didn't know too much about the engines and all that stuff there. So I'm thinking 302, 351 Windsor, and 460. So I'm thinking all day long, oh, cool. He talking about big block Ford. Okay, bet. I'm finna have a 460 in this thing. Because originally this truck had a 351M in it. And a lot of my Ford viewers will probably can already tell what motor is in this thing just from this little small glance. Just from this little small glance, you should probably be able to tell. But anyway, it's a motor that's not supposed to be in this truck. In theory, it's not supposed to be in this truck. If you're just going by originality and all that stuff. The motor, like I said, I didn't know about the FE family. So it took me for a loop there. Oh, heck. FE family. I said 390. That's what he said. So it's a 390. I'll go ahead and just spill the beans. It's a 390 FE. Bored over a little bit. So I think I did the calculations. So I think technically it's a 402. 402 390. Bored 60 over. Again, if you're in the comments, if you know what a bored 60 over 390 is, just leave that in the comments. I'm gonna say it's 402. Anyway, he had a buddy. He had it built about 10 some years ago. Never cranked up, and so he offered it, or I offered. Well, no, I didn't offer. So I said, "What do you want for it?" $500. Cool. It's $900 already into the truck already. Didn't know what I was going to do. I just had to finish it. That's all I had to do. So I wound up finishing it up. And sounds pretty dang good. I'm going to show you some clips of it running as well. But now it sits here just riding away. But eventually I will get to it though. But my plans is 390. We'll either rebuild this to a boost motor. You already see the little third pedal kit there. 5-speed, possibly 6-speed, so that way I can have the double overdrive. Because when I rump on it, I want some fuel efficiency as well too. That's the next thing too. I said the Ford FE. He said fuel efficiency. That's what he told me. I said, ain't no way it's fuel efficiency. That big block, that son gonna drink some gas. But it's Ford Edsel for the people that don't know what Ford FE stands for. Ford Edsel from like 1958, 1959. Dang, battery's corroded. I can go inside and get a Coke, eat that there, probably start right up. The brakes put on there, they never really worked. It was good enough for just running around the yard. Yeah, it saddens me though, it's just sitting here. But y'all will see this content coming soon, and all the shenanigans and me getting rid of the wasp. But anyway, back to this here. My other sadness, I got too much junk and not enough time. But we're going to take the heads off. We're going to port them while we got them off anyway. Get some more power, tune it, and we're going to find a Camaro Mustang and race it when we get it running. So that way I can actually have a good sell point saying this thing will outrun a Mustang or a Camaro, even though that's in his dreams where they outrun the Mustang. It might outrun a Camaro though. But that's where we're at right now. So we'll let you know something more with the Malibu 78 coming up, and I'll let y'all know something.